Welcome to Maths and Science by IITian channel. In this lecture, I will be taking up a very good example on factorials and functions gamma function. Here we have to find x such that 1 plus x is equal to factorial x and x is not equal to 0. That also we have to take into consideration. By putting just x is equal to 0, you can get the solution x is equal to 0, but we are not interested in the solution of x is equal to 0. X is not equal to 0. Then what will be the value of x? If 1 plus x is equal to factorial x. It's a very good example about application of gamma function, gamma of which we have discussed earlier is equal to square root of pi. This will be using it gamma n plus 1 is equal to factorial n. This also we will be using. These two properties we will be using and finding the value of x when 1 plus x is equal to factorial x. Now let's go into the problem and solve it. Question, it looks very simple. 1 plus x is equal to factorial x, but it's not that simple. Solution is not that simple. Question is very simple. Find x such that x is not equal to 0. Solution. For example, let's put the integers and try first. Because x is not equal to 0, we can put the value x is equal to 1. What happens? Left hand side is equal to 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2.0. Right hand side is equal to factorial 1, that is equal to 1. That implies left hand side is greater than right hand side. Hence x is equal to 1 is not a solution. Not a solution. There should be something nearly approximate, it is double. Next, if x is equal to 2, what happens? Left hand side is equal to 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3.0. Right hand side is equal to factorial 2, that is equal to 2. These two almost left hand side is 1.5 times the right hand side. Hence, here left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Hence, this solution is also not acceptable. Not acceptable. Next comes x is equal to, here left hand side is greater than right hand side. Please make a note of it. Next comes x is equal to 3. That implies left hand side is equal to 1 plus x is equal to 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Right hand side is equal to factorial 3 is equal to 6. Here you see the difference. Left hand side is less than right hand side, but still not equal. Hence not acceptable. From this is case 1, this is case 2, this is case 3. From case 2 and case 3, when you please understand the concept, when x is equal to 2, left hand side is greater than right hand side. When x is equal to 3, left hand side is less than right hand side. That means there is a sign change in the difference of left hand side and right hand side. When there is a sign change of the differences between left hand side and right hand side, then the x value, please try to understand, x lies between 2 and 3. Neither exactly 2 nor exactly 3. It lies between 2 and 3 because there is a sign change in the difference of left hand side and right hand side. That is one conclusion we got. X lies between 2 and 3. Now, we know from basics of gamma function, because when it is lying between 2 and 3, it is a fraction. That implies x is not an integer. X is a fraction. It contains fractions. Then whenever a value x is containing fractions or a rational number, rather we call it as, or an irrational number, it requires then gamma function to be used to find factorial x. We can find x plus 1, that is left hand side, but right hand side factorial x. To find factorial x, we require gamma function. What is gamma function? Gamma function is equal to gamma n is equal to 0 to infinity e to the power of minus x into x to the power of n minus 1 dx. This is the gamma function. For n value, it is useful for finding the factorial. And another, we have a property, gamma n plus 1 is equal to factorial n. These two properties we use here and find the value of factorial x when it is between two integers and it's not an integer. It has a fraction or it's a rational number. Then like 2 by 3, 1 by 2, by using these two, and another thing, we got a value in the last two classes that gamma half is equal to square root of pi. These three are the most important formulae which we will be using here now. Now, what is given? Given or found? We found that x lies between 2 and 3. Now, say x is equal to 2.5. That is equal to 5 by 2. Then this can be written as 2 plus 1 by 2, or we can even write it as 1 plus 3 by 2. Then from the definition of, by using the gamma function definition and its properties, factorial x is equal to factorial 2.5 is equal to how much? That we have to find out. When x is equal to 2.5, left hand side is equal to 1 plus x is equal to 3.5. When x is equal to 2.5, right hand side is equal to 2.5 factorial, which we are supposed to find out. How to find out? Gamma half we know. Factorial 2.5 is equal to gamma 2.5 plus 1, that is gamma 3.5. What is the value of gamma 3.5? Gamma 3.5 is equal to 2.5 factorial is equal to 2.5 into 2.5 minus 1 into 2.5 minus 2 into gamma half. What is the value of gamma half? Square root of pi, which implies 2.5 factorial is equal to 2.5 into 1.5 into 0.5 into square root of pi, that is equal to 5 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 into square root of pi. That means 2.5 factorial is equal to 15 by 8 into square root of pi. Very important value. That is approximately equal to 3.32. Approximately equal. If you calculate pi value, you know, 15 by 8 you know, you can calculate it very easily. That implies left hand side is equal to 3.5 and right hand side is equal to square 2.5 factorial, that is equal to 3.32. That means approximately with 2.5 value, we are approximately, even though left hand side is not equal to right hand side, but with brevity we can say difference is acceptable if answer in one digit is required. Because we are not using any calculator, we are moving with this answer, and we can say x is approximately equal to 2.5. You can even go further to find the approximate value for x is equal to 2.55 in the similar way. That you treat it as a homework and do it. That means we can say without any calculator we are able to find the approximate value of x as 2.5, and a further approximation using the same principles we will get an answer to be around 2.55 or 2.56. Exact value is 2.56 for 2 digits. You can go for 2.55, then you can even approximate it for 2.56. That you treat it as a homework, and this is I am here to clear the concepts to you to find the value. For 1 digit approximation, it is x is equal to 2.50. This is the answer when you take precision to 1 digit. With this, I want to conclude this lecture. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for listening to me. This is one of the good lectures for application of gamma functions and definition of gamma function, and when integer values are not compatible for the question, then for getting the rational number values, factorials, gamma function will be very much useful. Best of luck to you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for viewing my lecture. If you feel there is a value addition to you because of this lecture, kindly share and subscribe to my channel. Maths and Science by IITian. Thank you. Best of luck.